This is one of your singles. It is called, sorry, You Don't Know When to Sleep With Him. And in it, you'll be hearing my very bad French accent, so bear with me. So here it goes. You Don't Know When to Sleep With Him, the story of the revolutionary and the uprising. You follow the directions you received earlier that day and arrive at a charming macaroon shop on a quiet street. You look cautiously side to side before delivering the secret password to the tattooed girl, delicately arranging a careful macaroon tower behind the counter. Do you have any chocolate citron vert macaroons? You inquire with an arched eyebrow. Ah, yes, she replies, abandoning her tower. We keep all the macaroons with chocolat in the back. Let me show you. You follow her through the door, behind the pastel pink refrigerator, and crawl through a narrow passageway into a dimly lit secret back room. You push your way through a crowd that's at least 100 deep and discover a meeting already in full swing of like-minded young rebels in the midst of planning a revolution. Sisters, comrades, gather round. The woman standing on a stool, that's French. The woman standing on a stool at the center of the room called out. You've never seen her before, but you immediately recognize who she is from the descriptions in the underground press materials that led to your interest in this cause. Jacqueline Delacroix. She's a petite woman wearing a crimson beret over a sleek black bob and is surrounded by the thick white smoke of her cigarette. The time for action is now. How long have we suffered at the hands of the current regime? They who have decreed the fourth date as the sex date. The crowd murmurs in agreement as you squirm through the throng to get closer. This is a decision that should be left to the people, not made by some coterie of opportunists. We, the single, are miserable. Les Miserables, in fact. The nation is being fed lies by women's magazines and pop culture. It is left to us to reverse the establishment and claim the sex date to be any date we so choose. Vive la resistance, a wide-eyed young insurgent cries out. I grapple with this rule of law every time I meet a new man. Sometimes I want to have sex after 2 dates, and sometimes after 10. I fear being labeled either a slut or a prude. We must regain control. A coup d'etat is in order. Jacqueline applauds the young woman's enthusiasm. I dream a dream of 5 dates gone by with no sexual pressure. Our community has been ravaged by an outbreak of the belief that their status as girlfriend material lies in the balance of when they are prepared to make love with a new partner. Jacqueline goes on. Mes amis, we have attempted non-violent civil resistance. We have written think pieces for Jezebel, held all-night vigils outside the apartment of Candace Bushnell, and still there are no answers, no changes, only confusion about what the right number of dates is. This law is the Anne Hathaway of laws, a woman yells. It's actually not the worst law, but it's the law I hate the most. Poor Anne Hathaway. What if I want to use handcuffs on the 3rd date? How do I know if that's okay? Someone else cries out. Will I be judged or praised? Let us not forget our predecessors, those women who lost their lives during the great BDSM revolution of 1999. In their name, we should use handcuffs at any time we so choose. A street urchin appears, waving a giant red flag, and the members of the uprising flood out of the macaroon shop and onto the streets. The women build a dusty barricade comprised of a CB2 tweed ottoman, a plastic storage bin from Target, and an IKEA closet that rises high into the sky. As the rain begins to fall, a young girl in tattered clothes sings, "On my own, pretending he's inside me." You cock your head to the side and say, I don't think I know that song. I'm only on date number 3 with this new guy I'm seeing, and I'm just so horny. But we'll be together in 1 date more. The girl's phone vibrates. She unlocks the screen and abruptly collapses to the ground upon reading the text. Oh no, you're injured, you cry, rushing towards her. Do not fret, she whispers, trembling, shot down by the words in the text message. He's canceling our plans for this evening. What if I never see him again? As long as the current laws are in place, I'll have to wait another 4 dates to have sex. If only, she trails off. If only what, you beg? If only I had sex sooner, like I wanted to. She takes a final breath and slumps into your arms. Jacqueline appears. She lowers her head and places a hand on your shoulder. She is the first of us to fall upon this barricade, she says quietly, her volume slowly increasing with rage. We fight here in her name. She will not die in vain. Take a listen.